Chapter 18. Now it happened in the 3rd year of Hoshea son of Elah, king of Israel, that Hezekiah the son of Ahaz, king of Judah, began to reign. He was 25 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 29 years in Jerusalem. And his mother's name was Abi, the daughter of Zechariah. He did that which was right in the eyes of the Lord, according to all that David his father had done. He removed the high places, and broke the pillars, and cut down the Asherah, and he broke in pieces the brazen serpent that Moses had made. For to those days the children of Israel did burn incense to it, and he called it Nehushtan. He trusted in the Lord, the God of Israel, so that after him was none like him among all the kings of Judah, nor among them that were before him. For he joined with the Lord. He didn't depart from following him, but kept his commandments, which the Lord commanded Moses. The Lord was with him. Wherever he went forth he prospered. And he rebelled against the king of Assyria, and didn't serve him. He struck the Philistines to Gaza and the borders of it, from the tower of the watchman to the fortified city. It happened in the 4th year of King Hezekiah, which was the 7th year of Hoshea son of Elah, king of Israel, that Shalmaneser king of Assyria came up against Samaria and besieged it. At the end of 3 years they took it, and in the 6th year of Hezekiah, which was the 9th year of Hoshea king of Israel, Samaria was taken. The king of Assyria carried Israel away to Assyria, and put them in Hala, and on the Habor, the river of Gozan, and in the cities of the Medes, because they didn't obey the voice of the Lord their God, but transgressed his covenant, even all that Moses the servant of the Lord commanded, and would not hear it nor do it. Now in the 14th year of King Hezekiah did Sennacherib, king of Assyria, come up against all the fortified cities of Judah, and took them. Hezekiah king of Judah sent to the king of Assyria to Lachish, saying, I have offended. Return from me. That which you put on me I will bear. The king of Assyria appointed to Hezekiah king of Judah 300 talents of silver, and 30 talents of gold. Hezekiah gave him all the silver that was found in the house of the Lord, and in the treasures of the king's house. At that time Hezekiah cut off the gold from the doors of the temple of the Lord, and from the pillars which Hezekiah king of Judah had overlaid, and he gave it to the king of Assyria. The king of Assyria sent Tartan, and Rabsaris, and Rabshakeh from Lachish to King Hezekiah, with a great army to Jerusalem. They went up and came to Jerusalem. When they were come up, they came and stood by the conduit of the upper pool, which is in the highway of the fuller's field. When they had called to the king, there came out to them Eliakim the son of Hilkiah, who was over the household, and Shebna the scribe, and Joah the son of Asaph the recorder. Rabshakeh said to them, Say now to Hezekiah, Thus says the great king, the king of Assyria, What confidence is this in which you trust? You say, but they are vain words, There is counsel and strength for the war. Now on whom do you trust that you have rebelled against me? Now behold, you trust on the staff of this bruised reed, even on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go through his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh king of Egypt to all who trust in him. But if you tell me, We trust in the Lord our God, isn't that he whose high places and whose altars Hezekiah has taken away, and has said to Judah and to Jerusalem, You shall worship before this altar in Jerusalem? Now therefore, please give pledges to my master the king of Assyria, and I will give you 2,000 horses, if you are able on your part to set riders on them. How then can you turn away the face of one captain of the least of my master's servants, and put your trust on Egypt for chariots and for horsemen? Am I now come up without the Lord against this place to destroy it? The Lord said to me, Go up against this land and destroy it. Then Eliakim the son of Hilkiah, and Shebna, and Joah said to Rabshakeh, Please speak to your servants in the Syrian language, for we understand it, and don't speak with us in the Jews' language, in the ears of the people who are on the wall. But Rabshakeh said to them, Has my master sent me to your master and to you to speak these words? Hasn't he sent me to the men who sit on the wall, who eat their own dung, and drink their own water with you? Then Rabshakeh stood and cried with a loud voice in the Jews' language, and spoke, saying, Hear the word of the great king, the king of Assyria. Thus says the king, Don't let Hezekiah deceive you, for he will not be able to deliver you out of his hand. Neither let Hezekiah make you trust in the Lord, saying, The Lord will surely deliver us, and this city shall not be given into the hand of the king of Assyria. Don't listen to Hezekiah, for thus says the king of Assyria, Make your peace with me, and come out to me, and every one of you shall eat of his vine and of his fig tree, and every one shall drink the waters of his own cistern, until I come and take you away to a land like your own land, a land of grain and new wine, a land of bread and vineyards, a land of olive trees and honey, that you may live and not die. And don't listen to Hezekiah when he persuades you, saying, The Lord will deliver us. Has any of the gods of the nations ever delivered his land out of the hand of the king of Assyria? Where are the gods of Hamath and of Arpad? Where are the gods of Sepharvaim, of Hena and Ivah? Have they delivered Samaria out of my hand? Who are they among all the gods of the countries that had delivered their country out of my hand, that the Lord should deliver Jerusalem out of my hand? But the people held their peace, and answered him not a word, for the king's commandment was, saying, Don't answer him. Then Eliakim the son of Hilkiah, who was over the household, and Shebna the scribe, and Joah the son of Asaph the recorder, came to Hezekiah with their clothes torn, and told him the words of Rabshakeh.